Put simply, this is a masterpiece. Sublime in sound, layered and textured. It feels like you're in a trance when you put this on. And before it's done, you're going to regret having to wake up. Of course, being Australian, this isn't some psychedelic bad trip. It remains guitar driven, and the lyrics are sharp and precise when they need to be, imaginative and dreamlike when needed. It was indie music 10 years before we had bands like Lush or Ride setting the scene in the UK. In short, like another album to come from this year, it was out of its time and not recognised as it should have been. The word beautiful may get overused far too much in this review.
Who you trying to get in touch with? I'm almost with you. I can sense it away from me.
Cryptic in its meaning, is this a song for a friend, a lost lover, or is it a meeting beyond the physical? The first single on the album is catchy. It's the song that this album is most known for, and ultimately it's my least favourite song. The acoustic guitar build into the bridge is beautiful. Pounding drums and power chords make you expect that this song's going to lead somewhere else. Guitar leads us down into something completely different.
On a day like this, 100 lifetimes ago, between now and then.
The power and intensity of love ultimately destroyed.
Through the hands that you drew me the line. When you were mine, when you were mine. It's a long way home from the field of Mars.
Is this a song about the Roman field of Mars? A place closer to home? Drifting through space? Or is it a song about life beyond the mortal? Who knows? But it is, now I'm not going to say it, ethereal.
And I call her name, but she never, ever hears.
You really feel you're with Wilson Piper as he chants for his lost love, so far away.
They're going to send you away, she said. Psychic angel spread on the top of her head.
Acoustic guitars lead us into a more traditional song.
Rush hour crush travels home to bed.
The standout here is Richard Ploog's drumming, gradually picking up steam while the guitars cut in and out, finally catching up with him and providing a long, lovely fade out.
An interlude for the busy stars.
Each side of the album ends in a short musical interlude. Both are surprising, and they leave you wanting a full song out of each of them.
Run to the secret corners of your...
Cleverly set up, this song starts, then stops.
Yeah, wait there.
Knock at the door, and as it swings open, the song shimmers into view. strummed like a folk song with just enough electric guitars to accentuate.
I'm taking an evening train from you, but you know I never wanted to.
Thumping, power-driven song until the chorus breaks down into a swirl of imagery. Some of my favourite lyrics here.
Beside the wall the flowers grow, and down the sticky stems I go. The fire burns inside me, the snow still falls in place.
One of the more gentle songs on the album. It radiates warmth. At times it sounds like he is reading from a diary.
Nighttime is so lonely when you hear a sound, but it's only an empty heart.
Alone, but longing to be back.
And if love was worth a fortune, then I need a rise to be in your eyes.
I keep hearing what sounds like a harpsichord or a mandolin in the reprise to the chorus. I'd love to know how they did this, because it's not listed. I'm assuming it was the 12-string guitar they used. It's incredible stuff. This anthemic track comes out of the blue. It has the famous stop-start vocals with only bass backing that my friends and I used to laugh at the time.
You took a piece of my heart.
But damn, if we didn't want to hear this thing over and over again. Play it again, they keep saying.
You took the lead from the start.
It's an emotional and musical powerhouse, and it's something I promise you'll never forget. You'll get 8 minutes of pure joy here, ultimately giving way to the title of the album.
It's a shame it's not a game we're playing, it's just the Blood Crusade. The Blood Crusade.
Sadly, we get the final interlude shortly before this wonderful ride is over. A simple song that reads like a poem.
Sometime up here, watching a cloud. Funny how they shape your thoughts right out loud.
Short, sharp, and telling us to move on and not look back. Wrapping this album up in a perfect bow.
Walk out in the rain, keep on walking and don't look back here again.
For my high school friends and me, it was one of 2 albums they all insisted I put on every time we sat around in my back room. A special room that my dad built onto the back of his shed, as far away from them as possible, so you could listen to your music. Now, I often thought of the church as the Australian Cure. If these guys were English or from the States, this album would be lauded from the rooftops. But instead, it was simply forgotten, buried amongst a lot more popular albums that were louder and more radio friendly at the time. This is in 1982. Duran Duran, they were not. They would gain much deserved success in the States in the late 80s, early 90s, when the genre shifted and several songs became regulars on MTV. It's just a pity still finding review and reaction channels that are only finding out about this album in the 2020s.